Der Hangar 21 ist ein besonderer Raum und wir haben ihn speziell akustisch vorbereitet für dieses Konzert. So wird der Abend für Sie zu einem Hörgenuss und dazu brauchen Sie Ihre Augen nicht. Sie haben eine Schlafmaske bekommen, als Sie angekommen sind. Bitte setzen Sie die Maske jetzt auf. Nehmen Sie am besten Ihre Brille ab, falls Sie eine Brille tragen. Sie können bleiben, wo Sie jetzt sind. Sie werden von uns abgeholt. Am Platz wird Ihnen geholfen, sich hinzusetzen. Weiteres erfahren Sie dann.
This concert is special in that the audience won't be able to see us when we play. We will pass out masks and the audience will be led to their seats. They won't know where they're sitting and they won't know what they're going to hear. They might even not know what ensemble is playing or what types of instruments are playing.
Brass ensemble music can quite quickly all sound the same, and so it's very important to try and find different characters, different colours to make it interesting for the audience. And it's good when you have different kind of composers, different kind of arrangers who anyway find a different way of using brass, but then also as a group try and work very hard on the style to make it, whatever you're playing sound quite different. Quite a lot of us met in 1995, and we were then members of the Jeunesse Musicale World Youth Orchestra, and thought it would be fun to get together and play a little bit of chamber music, not really knowing what would happen. With incredible logistical problems, because we had people living in Australia, in Canada, in Scotland, in England, all over the place. And now we have a group that's been together for over 10 years, and 4 or 5 members have been since the beginning.
So this is a room within a room, and basically the seating is like a conventional concert venue, and our setup is also a conventional setup, the way we normally set up when we play a concert. And from here, we move then into the main building of the hangar. So as you can see, this is a totally different setup. You can see music stands set up all over the place. So we all have the click track going in our ear, and that way we can play together. And the idea is that the audience has the interesting effect of sitting in the middle of a church, and this music was composed for a very large church in Venice. And so that's the idea. We play away from the audience, both groups, basically playing off the wall, and simulate this very large acoustic in the San Marco church in Venice. We've never played in a place like this hangar before. We've done conventional concerts up until now in regular concert halls and churches. And it was an experiment to try something totally different, to commission composers to write pieces for us, and pieces that would work in this room.
So it's coming up, it's big, so you hit it big and then you come away.
It's very exciting. We just had a rehearsal. The second time we were running through this piece, and the room is in the game. He learns his part.
New music deals with the many different aspects of life today, as music usually reflects the society, reflects the world that we live in. So we can see all the different layers of activity and things that are happening to us today reflected in this music. So not just to listen to conventional sounds, beautiful melodies and beautiful harmonies, but also to listen to noises.
The best is for me is everyone for World Brass is going to a certain place, then we rehearse and have concerts. So you're 24 hours, you see each other. And then you talk about music and you talk about life. And we had now 6 people who did not play with the group. They played for the first time with the group. And it was like in 2 days, I had a feeling of it, that I know the guys already for years. And then you get this certain feeling, and then you don't have to watch, you just know, okay, he's gonna do this and I know what to do there. And that makes me always very happy.
People often go to concerts and they sit down and they maybe think they're listening to what is going on, but often they're watching the way people are playing, and particularly with new music, like these new pieces that we've had commissioned, often there are many new sounds that people aren't used to listening to or used to hearing, and so people will be interested in finding out how those sounds are being made, instead of really just letting it kind of wash over them.
I came here like a half year ago, and Sean told me about the project what we're gonna do, and what possibilities are there for also blending in the percussion. There's a lot of acoustic, and things gonna be unclear. And then I told him like, maybe it's nice to play a percussion solo. It's of course difficult to ask, can I play a solo piece? But I thought if it's gonna move, then it's very interesting for the public to listen, and because you get echoes and the sound will go everywhere.